We're all looking for ways to tackle some of the planet's biggest environmental problems. And today, we're going to talk about a really powerful and maybe even surprising new partner in that fight: artificial intelligence. So let's dive into how this partnership is really changing the game for environmental engineering. Look, our planet is facing some incredible challenges. And as we're scrambling for solutions, it really makes you wonder, could our greatest tool not be something we mine from the Earth, but something we build inside a computer? So, what's the big deal with AI? Well, think about it. For years, environmental management has been slow, it's been manual, and honestly, pretty reactive. We've been struggling with just these mountains of data. AI just completely flips that on its head. It can automate monitoring 24/7, chew through massive data sets like it's nothing, and this is the crucial part. It helps us move from just reacting to disasters to actually predicting them ahead of time. Okay, so how does AI actually do all this? Let's take a quick peek at the core technologies, the digital minds, if you will, that are powering this green revolution. First up, you've got machine learning, or ML. This is basically the brain of the whole operation. It looks at historical data, things like weather patterns, pollution levels from the past, and it learns to spot patterns. From those patterns, it can start predicting what's likely to happen next, all without a human having to program every single possibility. Next, we have computer vision. This is what gives the system its eyes. We're literally teaching machines how to see and understand images and videos from things like drones, satellites, or cameras. This is how an AI can look at a photo from way up high and spot a tiny leak in a pipeline, or track how a forest is changing over years, stuff a human eye might easily miss. And rounding out our toolkit is a natural language processing, or NLP. This gives AI the power to understand human language. And in the environmental world, that is incredibly powerful. It means an AI can sift through thousands of dense climate research papers to find connections no one's seen before, or even gauge public opinion on green policies just by analyzing conversations on social media. So that's all the theory. But how are these tools being used right now, on the ground, to solve actual, real-world problems? Let's take a look at AI in action. Let's start with something essential: water. For a country like Pakistan, with its huge agricultural economy and its vulnerability to both massive floods and crippling droughts, managing water isn't just important, it's a lifeline. Every single drop counts. And AI is helping manage that lifeline from every angle. You have machine learning models that can analyze flow data from the Indus River to better predict floods. You have AI-powered sensors that can give you real-time updates on water quality in a city like Karachi. And then you have computer vision scanning satellite photos to find tiny leaks in those vast irrigation canals, saving absolutely critical amounts of water. And we're not talking about a small improvement here. We're talking about a 30% gain in flood prediction accuracy. Now, for a country like Pakistan that has suffered from truly devastating floods, that 30% isn't just a number on a chart. It means more warning time, it means more time for evacuations, it means saving lives. The impact is very, very real. All right, from water, let's turn to the air we breathe. Air pollution in our big cities is a silent crisis happening all over the world, and AI is becoming one of our best weapons in the fight for cleaner skies. See, AI takes us way beyond just a general smog alert for the whole city. It combines satellite data with information from sensors on the ground to create these incredibly detailed pollution maps in real time. This lets authorities in a city like Lahore see not just that the air quality is bad, but pinpoint exactly where the problem is coming from. Is it a specific factory, a congested highway? And that means they can take targeted, effective action. As our cities get bigger, so does our trash. And let's be honest, managing these mountains of waste efficiently and sustainably is a logistical nightmare for a lot of places. AI is making the whole system smarter. You've got AI-powered robots that can sort through recycling at superhuman speeds. Machine learning can actually predict where the most waste is going to be generated, so collection routes can be optimized, which saves fuel and cuts down on emissions. It's really about making the entire process more intelligent. So, dealing with today's crises is obviously vital, but where AI might really shine is in helping us get ready for the even bigger long-term challenges that are coming our way. And let's face it, there is no challenge bigger than climate change. Our planet's climate is this incredibly complex system, and AI's ability to process just unbelievable amounts of data is becoming absolutely essential to understanding and modeling it. With AI, climate scientists can run these super complex simulations, testing out different strategies to see what might actually work to slow things down. It can track greenhouse gas emissions with a level of precision we've never had before, which helps with accountability. At its core, it just gives us a much clearer picture of the consequences of our actions. Securing our future also means securing our food. And for an agricultural powerhouse like Pakistan, where farming is the backbone of the economy, getting more crops from every drop of water and every inch of land, well, it's not just a nice idea. It's an economic and national security imperative. And this is exactly where AI-powered precision farming comes in. A farmer can use a tablet to get a detailed analysis of their soil and predict exactly how much water their crops will need. Smart tractors can then apply just the right amount of fertilizer, no more, no less. And you can have drones with computer vision flying over the fields, spotting a pest outbreak before it can ruin an entire harvest. It is all about doing more with less. And what about when disaster does strike? AI can completely change how we respond. It all starts with better early warnings. Then it can figure out the best evacuation routes in real time, helping people avoid traffic jams. After the event, AI can look at satellite images to quickly figure out where the worst damage is. And finally, it helps coordinate all the response teams to make sure help gets to where it's needed most fast. It's just a massive upgrade for disaster management. Now, as incredible as all of this sounds, putting it into practice isn't exactly a walk in the park. So let's get real for a minute and look at the challenges we need to overcome to make this AI-powered future happen. So yeah, the road ahead has its hurdles, but the horizon looks incredibly promising. On the one hand, we've got real challenges. AI needs tons of high-quality data, which can be hard to come by. The infrastructure is expensive, and we need more people with the right skills. But on the other hand, just think about the potential. Fully AI-driven smart cities, systems that control pollution all on their own, and even global monitoring networks that give us a real-time health check on the entire planet. And that really brings us to the final and most important question. For maybe the first time in history, we have a tool that lets us genuinely model, predict, and see the environmental future that our choices are creating. The technology is giving us the vision. The real question is, what are we, all of us, going to do with it? Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.